look back our older and much premium cars of our collection, which triggered our interest in collecting cars and which inspired us and gave opportunity to collect cars. We often forget to look back them. Do we really look back our older cars on our shelves? Not really. And we do not give them the opportunity they deserve, the attention they deserve actually. They are actually like a bad. They are forgotten. Mostly, we do not look back them. We do not give the attention they deserve. Do we really give them the attention they deserve? Not really, isn't it? Just think about it. So hey guys, welcome back to Hollow Studios again. Hope you guys are doing well. And for a week I didn't do videos. Like for a week or two. I think 2 weeks. For 2 weeks there are no videos on my channel because my phone was broken. Actually, my phone display was gone, so I didn't make those planned videos. I actually rescheduled every videos again, so now it's proper. And my headset also was having some issues, so I got a free replacement. I got a replacement from a shop where I bought it because I had problems with my headset, so I can't record any videos. So that's why I didn't make any videos for 2 weeks. So now on videos will come regularly. So let's start. The video. So as I told you, we do not give much attention to the older cars we have. So that gave us the opportunity to collect cars. They only inspired us to start the collecting process. Actually, start our interest. They triggered the interest in us, the collector in us, the diecast collector inside us. They triggered our interest. So we do not give much, including me. We do not give much attention. We do not look back them. So that's why I am including myself. I do not look back the older cars, but from now on I am also looking at, like, I am also sad about it. So now on, let's give them attention they deserve. Do some videos on your older cars also instead of new car. You buy new cars, that is the part and parcel of the collection. You should update your collection. That's no problem, but give the same attention you are giving to the new cars as well as the old cars. You give the same attention to the old cars as you are giving the new cars. That's my thought, that's my perspective. So yeah, let's start. For giving my older and much premium cars the attention they deserve, I started a new series on my channel, Ritzy Reviews, in which I will do videos about my older cars, like some older cars which are not yet reviewed on my channel, which are already unboxed. Like before starting my channel itself, I have bought them. I actually told you in my collection anniversary video, that long before itself I started collecting cars. In my 3 years itself, 2.5 years itself, I started collecting cars. Only in my 7th or 8th grade, so I think 8th grade, I made my YouTube channel. So long back before itself, I start collecting cars. So those previously bought cars, so previously having cars in my collection, I will do that cars in the channel. So yeah, this new series on my channel is called Ritzy Reviews. This is the first episode of the series. If you had watched the collection channel update video, second channel update video, in which I entirely talked about starting the new series Ritzy Reviews, you have known. But since this is the first episode, I am telling you guys a small brief introduction. This is basically a new series. And I will be reviewing my older cars which I have not yet reviewed on my channel. So that's it. And the new series, the Ritzy Reviews alone will have a new intro. The channel intro, classic channel intro will be there. The videos under this Ritzy Review series will alone have this new intro, which you have seen in the beginning of the video. The other videos will feature my classic intro only, so don't worry about that. The classic intro will be as such. I will not change it. The Ritzy Review series alone will have this new intro. So that's it for the introduction. So let's start with the video. Let's go. So hey guys, welcome to the episode 1 of Ritzy Reviews. So the first episode is going to feature Hummer Sven. The first car I am going to review in this series is Hummer Sven. Yeah, pretty good cars to start off the series, right? I want to thank Hummer Sven for inaugurating the new series on my channel. So yeah. And apologies for me for the delay, guys, because I told you what's the reason behind the delay in the beginning of the video. So apologies me for that. I can't do anything because my phone got broken, so blah blah blah. So that's it. So in future I will try to make the not happen. I will try to correct my flaws and delays. So let's get into the review. So yeah, Hummer Sven, we all know where he appeared. He appeared in a iconic scene in the movie, one scene only in the first Cars movie only. Only one scene, and his dialogue is also iconic dialogue, and his scene is also an iconic one. Yeah, I can't forget that moment. One of the favorite moments in the Cars movie is Hummer Sven's appearance. Yeah, and his cameo is a great scene, as I told you before. His dialogue is also a great dialogue, iconic dialogue. When McQueen was lost, he gave his interview to the press. So that's the scene. And as a governor of California, he gave his interview to the press. So his dialogue is, Lightning McQueen should be found at all costs. This is the same dialogue. So iconic scene and iconic dialogue. Yeah, he is Cars universe representation. He is a representation of the famous film actor, American film actor, and former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is a representation of him. And of course, he is not voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is just a representation. He is voiced by another guy. I do not remember his name, but he is not voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So yeah, he is just a representation of him, Hummer Sven. So yeah, and he is modeled after Hummer H1, modified Hummer H1, because Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger likes Hummers. His favorite cars are Hummers, so he is represented by the Hummer. He is modeled after the Hummer H1, 2004 Hummer H1. He is in his yellow color, typical yellow color. Typical yellow. In person he looks more lemon yellow, but in the camera he looks like bright, not bright, the regular dim yellow, not dim, regular yellow, like slightly dim. He looks slightly dim than in person. In person he looks like a bright lemon yellow. And my most favorite part of him is this beret. Beret is nothing but a hat worn by higher officials, and it is an official hat. So this is most favorite part of him, and a nice characterization, nice iconic. The iconic part of his character is this hat. Nice characterization with the hat. and it has some textures. One of the best cars released by Mattel. Actually, it was released in 2010 and 2009. I will talk about that in a minute in the flow of the video, little bit. So it has a texture on the hat. It feels good, and it is brown. The hat is brown, the beret is brown, and there are yellow outlines going through the hat. And yeah, his expression is angry expression. Yeah, it suits the movie perfectly. Is accurate to the movie, because when McQueen was lost, such a celebrity is lost, he gets disappointed because he is lost. So his expression is so accurate to the movie. I will put some pictures of the scene where he appeared. Only one scene. Here's the scene where he appeared when giving interview to the press. And this is the car guide image on the Blu-ray. Yeah, I like the grill on his hood, and his eyes are green, so accurate to the movie. One of the best cars released by Mattel, as I told. He has typical front grille and front headlights as all Hummers. And if you think Hammersman is a unibody, you are completely wrong, because this thing, the mouth is mouth plate. Mouth plate is a plastic portion Mattel uses to replace the mouth for the variants, because they change a small thing. So he has also a eye plate. Eye plate is also same, so they use the eye plate and mouth plate here. And this is also plastic insert. So yeah, and the bumper is also a plastic insert, the back bumper, and the side view mirrors are also plastic insert. So he's not a unibody. So but most of the mouth plates in cars diecast, they look much different from the metal main body, because the fact is they cannot color the plastic portion, and the metal body from the metal body it looks different. So but here it doesn't look that much different, because they look much similar, they coincide, but in many cars they look different, and it makes the diecast ugly. But in Hammersman's case, it does not affect the color. So and I like this part of his body, like he has his tire actually, the design in his tires, the line goes around and in the middle, and around there are bolts, around it there are bolts. So I like it so much, the design in the tire. So from this direction, in this angle, it looks like a G actually. And only a few cars in Mattel has released have treads, and Hammersman has treads here. Yeah, only a few cars have treads. Mattel has released. Precision series ones have treads, but the newer ones, like before cancellation, the recent ones have not treads. They also lack treads, so it's nice to see treads for a regular diecast. And he is pretty rare now actually, because he is only released 2 times in the whole 2006-2020 whole diecast year production. He is released only 2 times. In 2009, I will provide those pictures. In 2009, he was released in Raceroma series, and 2010 in Final Lap series. I bought the 2009 Raceroma series. I cannot find the Final Lap series. The Final Lap Hammersman is much rare. The package is rare, but both are same casting, but the package is different. But the 2010 version is very rare compared to the Race Roma. Race Roma series, Race Roma Hummus one casting is also very rare only, because if you check on Amazon or eBay, you may look the listing, the pricing will be $30 to $35. So it's high range, high price range. But I bought him 6 years back actually. I bought him 6 years back actually. So I bought him for $18. Then in 6 years means 2000. I bought him in 2015 actually. 2015, yeah. In 2015 itself, he had $18.99. So it's itself costly, but now it is $30, $35 like that. So it's the expensive one. Yeah, and they were detailed. They have given many details actually. It's as I told you before, it's one of the best cars of the heyday, because it's been 10 years of the past. The quality control, everything is great. And here are the side view mirrors on the other side, and the windows and the doors, and they have given every detail perfectly. As I told you, the fender detail, these things, the suspension gears, the bolts around the doors, they have given many details perfectly. And he is a modified H1 Hummer, because he has this landing portion at the back. Regular H1 Hummers have the flatbed only, and he is a modified one. He has this landing portion here, and he has headlights. And the downgrade they have done is they didn't provide him the license plate. That's a downgrade. But I don't think Pixar gave him license plate. So, but they gave the indentation for the license plate here. Sorry for that. So the indentation is here, but no license plate. That's alone they made a downgrade. But I think Pixar has not given him the license plate, so Mattel cannot do anything. And but they have given the details perfectly in the bumper and everywhere around the diecast. They have provided a nice clear details. Yeah, as I told, one of the best diecast. I am saying this again and again, this word best, because it's such a cool car. And I am disappointed that he is not released again in the future years, because he is such a cool car and one of my favorite cars diecast. So I am disappointed that Mattel has released 2 Hummers till now. Yeah, Pixar also has only 2 Hummers in the movie. One is Hummer Swan himself, and then TJ Hummer. Unfortunately, I don't have TJ Hummer. So TJ Hummer has got many releases actually, and he is now being released in 2019 Blue Desert Packaging Thailand release in a deluxe case. He has released, and before that also from China also he has got many releases, way more than 5 to 6 releases, 10 releases I think totally, 10 to more than 10. But Hummers one here, I don't know exact count. If I am wrong, please apologize. I don't know the exact count how much TJ Hummer has been released. Please apologize if I have the wrong count. But I am sure that Hummers one is only released 2 times, in 2009 and 2010. So I am sad about that. And yeah, and here is the base. And yes, you can see H1 Hummer here, and As I told you before, I don't have TJ Hummer. We cannot compare. We can compare some cars only. The closest car to compare Hummer's one with his TJ Hummer, because both are Hummers. So that's the fact. But I don't have TJ Hummer now. And yeah, but since it's a SUV, I am comparing a closest. Sarge is not a SUV, but he's a Jeep. But as I told, I don't have TJ Hummer. The closest car I can compare him is to Sarge, and Sarge is also having treads on his wheels. So yeah. Sorry. And yeah, and other one is the BMW X5 SUV. He is a SUV but different model, and I have reviewed this one along with the BMW R1200 GS bike. Pretty long name. I have reviewed this one in the 2-pack video. I will feature that video in the channel description. Card session pop up and the end screen. You may check out after watching this video. So be sure to check that video also. That is also a cool video. Sorry for the shake. Again, sorry. Extremely sorry for the shake. And this guy also has some treads, and these are rubber tires. Siku releases all the cars with rubber tires. That is a cool feature there, and they have moving parts. If you want a detailed thing, you may check that video. You will get to know detailedly about Siku cars. I talked about them in that video. So yeah, he is also having treads. So only I took Sarge and this BMW X5 to comparison, because they have treads on their wheels like Hummer's win. And I took Greta because to show you guys, Metal has released many cars with the license plate indentation but no license plate. Like here, she has the grill, the frame for the license plate, but she has no license plate in the inside, like Hummer's one here. They painted it fully blank. And here for Greta also they left it very blankly. And but the most disappointing thing is for Doc Hudson, he is the main character actually, along with Lightning McQueen, he is one of the main characters. And as you know, the first favorite car of the franchise is Doc Hudson, and I'm disappointed that Metal has not released him with the license plate, except the Precision Series 1. They have not given him the license plate for the regular releases. Till now, the China also didn't give the releases. They stopped producing cars now. Only Thailand and Vietnam are producing now. But the Vietnam variant also doesn't have the license plate, and Thailand also doesn't have the license plate. And China in the past also didn't release Doc with license plate, except the Precision Series 1. Now Precision Series cars are cancelled. So I don't have the Precision Series 1. So they, as I told you, the regular Doc Hudsons have no license plate. And other variant of Doc Hudson, this is the regular Doc Hudson. The color changes one. It didn't also have the license plate here. Yeah. And the Tomica and Destiny Store hopefully have the license plate, 51 HHMD license plate here. This is the Destiny Store one. I don't have the Tomica one. So yeah, that's it for the comparison. And that's it for the review. And just to tease you guys, the next Ritzy review series will be on Frank. Just to tell you guys, not much information about him. Eventually I'm going to review Frank in the next video. So next Ritzy reviews will be on Frank. Thank you guys. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and apologies again for being inactive and being non-continuous in uploading videos. For past 2 weeks I didn't upload any videos, so apologize that. The reason I have told in the beginning of the video, because of my phone and my headset problem, I didn't make videos. So from now on the videos will come pretty good, in a pretty good interval, in a pretty good rate. The videos will come, so be sure to watch all of them. Be sure to tap the bell icon, subscribe and tap the bell icon, and like, comment, share. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you guys.